How much does an IndyCar actually cost?
Green, green, green. You just won the Indy 500, baby!
We all love seeing cars getting demolished, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people watch racing, just to see car crashes. It's inevitable for an accident to transpire in a race. But how much money does it take out of a team's bank account every time there's a crash? Let's start off with the chassis of the car. Teams must fork up a sum of $350,000 per chassis. That's equivalent to a brand new Mercedes AMG GT Black Series. Along with the chassis, you will need to purchase the aero kits, which costs around $90,000 per kit. Knowing that there are two types of aero kits, teams will pay $180,000 for the pair. Put that into perspective, that's a brand new McLaren 570S. As you may know, IndyCars are fast, and that speed is obviously produced by the engine. But do you think in IndyCar, teams pay for individual engines? No, they don't. They purchase programs from the engine manufacturers. These programs have different prices, but most teams choose the full month subscription, which costs $225,000. You can even purchase 225,000 Snicker chocolate bars with that type of cash. If you ever watched an IndyCar race and witnessed a crash, you'll probably see the drivers take out their steering wheels. Well, that's a small piece of equipment, costs the same as a Tesla Model 3, $50,000. To avoid killing yourself, a little something called brakes come into play. Brakes? Surely that's one of the cheapest components. $60,000. Well, for something that stops a 230 mph car, it has to be reliable. Now let's talk tires. One set of tires costs a grand total of, drumroll please, $2,727.27. Yes, you heard it correctly. Cheap, isn't it? You can go and purchase yourself a set of Firestone tires. I don't know what you'll do with it, but you can purchase it for your Toyota Corolla. Because tires are so cheap, Firestone, the manufacturers of the tires, sell them in bulk. But teams purchase 33 sets for around $90,000. Yeah, not so cheap now. Another $90,000, can you guess what it's for? No guesses? Well, that's for the gearbox. Yes, only $90,000 for the gearbox. Cheap, isn't it? No? Okay, let's move on to the electrical systems of the car. Because as you know, all modern race cars have a lot of technology in them to send data back to the crew. The electrical system only costs $100,000. Damn, I can buy a Nissan GTR with that type of money. Finally, wind tunneling. Well, obviously, before they enter onto the track, teams must first test their cars. This can cost teams anywhere around $4,000 to $35,000 per day. There are other bits and bobs that teams also need to purchase, like fuel, wheel guns, and the setup table with all the equipment, which is equivalent to around $70,000. So the grand total of owning an IndyCar is $1,250,000. Well, now you know the cost of an IndyCar, and if you have $1.25 million laying around, you could either purchase an IndyCar or purchase $1.25 million chocolate Snicker bars. It's all up to you. And with all that being said, that brought us to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Do like and subscribe for more content of such. Now, you can go and educate your friends with all the new information that you've learned in this video. That's all for now. Cheers.